Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Ittle Dew 2 Plus. So I looked up the solution to this puzzle and I would say I had it about 60% right. The trick is you've got to get this block to be where you want it to be, right behind this switch. And then at that point you can make this block slide and land on the switch. So, it's basically something along the lines of you have to push this here, and then, let's see, we need to kind of fairly quickly be able to push it up just one more. So let's just, for safety's sake, do it this way. And then push that there. And so then the real trick, of course, will be to get the angled shot that hits this and get that ready. We don't have a fire sword, so we won't break the sliding one. We'll just break the other ice. So it's going to push it down, but we have to be over and ready to hit this right at that point. If we don't do that fast enough, then we mess up. And we have to start the room over again. So there we go. Roll. Went too fast, even at that rate. So you do kind of have plenty of time. That's the good news. Just gotta... Alright. So... yeah, that was the part I didn't recognize, and because I didn't realize that, that's why we didn't have that. And that unlocks the octical, come in Octopur and Octomove flavors. So those are the tentacles from octopuses. So then we just need to warp out, and let's just exit. And are we now done with this area? There's a secret around here somewhere. Okay. There's something in this corner, I think. But it's kind of crazy. I think you have to kind of do this. Right. Gotta get the angle just right. And you really gotta be on the edge. Let's see. Yeah, it's down here, actually. So you have to do this, basically. But I'm not exactly sure how you do it. Let's see. Because it's not gonna bounce you back enough. Just not normally, it won't. You have to get your actual body off the edge. Yeah, unless there was some trick here to, like, seeing if you could bounce yourself off that. Okay, that, and then a slight pause and a hit back for a bigger explosion. I think is the trick. That. And I don't think a slight pause is even going to work. I think I would probably have to do a full hit. Yeah, it's just not fast enough. I'm just not fast enough to do that. So, say what? I promised you a reward. I have no memory of such a conversation. I'm not moving anywhere. I'm staying here super safe. So, if we finish this one, we would be able to open this one. Notice how this whole section here is designed so that a shot cannot bounce back. Let's see. So if we put one here, then the question becomes, how far can we go with that? No, because I overpower it. So that wouldn't work, really. Well, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. This is the House of Secrets. There's a game console in the chill room. Hit it with something to get it running. The napping flies nest in our subconsciousness, spawning in the dreamless darkness of our mind. Each raft piece obtained in the real world will inspire the artist in fluffy fields to paint a new picture. Interesting. If a pupa is disturbed, the napping flying adult will hatch a smaller and weaker state. A brave dreamer is not satisfied with doing something only once. Which is probably a statement that you should play the game. A brave dreamer travels around the whole world more than once. Maybe we need to go in the opposite direction. Travels around the whole world. Brave dreamer is not satisfied doing something only once. Okay, well. Star moon, sun moon, star moon, star sun, star moon, sun moon, star moon, sun moon. Okay. I'd almost have to have a snapshot of that, because it's not the same thing. It's star, moon, star, sun, star, moon. It's a real thing that you'd have to figure out. Let's see where this takes us. And it would be quite frustrating to have to get back to that place. And I believe the solution to it might be in this area, but it might not. And it is just a number 41 card, and at this point I'm not sure I'm actually going to get all the cards anyways. Once again, I'm going to come over here and see if I can figure out what I'm missing as a concept. Because we've kind of played like the whole game, and I still don't understand the concept. We have trees that seem to do nothing. You can't push them. You can't do anything with them. One. 1. I'm gonna go into the audio options and let's just see. Music. Turn that all the way off for a moment. Ding, ding. This floor seems somewhat repeated. Yeah, unless there was some combination of two things. Let's see. If I put one here, it's not far enough to do damage. If I did this and then hit it, there's kind of nothing. These two abilities don't combine in any way. And the hint is, most of this dungeon is built around 3 special clocks. None of the puzzles here require you to listen to any sounds, so look carefully for anything resembling a sheet of musical notes. Then you just have all these statues. I guess these statues have eternal flames on them, which would be useful if you could use them. One second. 1, 2, 3. 1. So I might actually be able to do this if I was to do something like that. Just that, and that at the same time. Although it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Still fairly easy to fall to your death, though. Okay. So I probably need to do something like this, roll over here and hit that at the same time. This. Man, this seems really tight though. It's like, can I even reach this in time? Yes, I can, just barely. So it is something along the lines of having to get it just right. I kind of wish there was more of a delay, but there doesn't seem like there wants to be more of a delay. And then this is just off on the side of the screen, so it becomes very difficult to know even if it is hitting. It's not. So yeah, you have to be about right there, I think. Alright, so there. 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 See. There. there. Maybe I need to do something more along the lines of this. That might be the case. Yeah, that probably works better. 1, 2, 3. Although... One, two, three. Yeah, just barely are gonna have half a second to pull this off. And so it's place, roll, roll twice. Hit, place, roll. Actually, the roll doesn't work, does it? I need to place, attack, roll, attack. Place, roll, roll, attack. Place, roll, 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 attack. Place, roll, attack. No, this is just too far of a distance. If it is gonna work, it's gotta be something more like that. Wow. What a nightmare. And that's just to get like through the first door. So who's to say if we can get any further in this puzzle? Like, rage quit is odds are very high. Okay. First thing to do is check this door and see how many things need to be activated in the first place. Well, let's see. All we have is blocks. So unless we were going to get a sliding block where we want it, this is going to be hard. Definitely. If I stand here, I can hit that. So that's a easy enough solution for that part of the puzzle. But can I stand here and get like this sliding block where I want it to be? Not likely, because the explosions don't make the block slide. That's not how they've ever worked. But I think there might be a solution here. We do this, and then this, and then push that up, and then do that. This actually might be easier than it seems. Okay. And ooh, we still need to get one on this, don't we? Forgot about that one. Well, I feel like at a certain point we had a block there. So this may not be as difficult as it seems on the first glance. But I do think I messed it up. So the real question is, can I get this over here? Because I definitely can get that one to this point and blow it down. It's just kind of a matter of, will this all work? Actually, I think if we blew up this at some point, we could push this one downward here, then put it here, and then be in the same pattern as before, which might not be an issue. So, yeah, let's see if we can pull this off. This should go down here. I probably shouldn't have blown up that one to the left, but we'll see. Okay. So, now, what's our solution? We can push one down, sure, or we can push one up, sure. Can we do something that would solve both problems? I don't think so. I think I missed something. This would be in the way. This is the only way that can go. At this point, it could go down here and hit that, but I don't think that would help anything. So it probably needs to go down this way. Let's see. I don't think we need these two at all. Or this one. But if I want to roll this one that direction to hit it, I have to blow up this, which might be necessary. Okay. Now what? Think we have to go up? I think we probably have to go to the right. I think, or we at some point would we have been able to hit this? Wait, do we really need both of these? Maybe we don't. Maybe it's just overcomplicating things, honestly. Yeah, I was severely overcomplicating that puzzle. The walls are moving, but only one of these buttons will allow you to pass. Now we have Feral Gate, escaped from a local dungeon to make their mark on the world. Alright. So I don't know if that means that we opened up a passage or what. Oh. So here we have two. It didn't seem like that changed any. Doesn't seem like there's anything different here. Doesn't seem like there's anything different here. And there's nothing different here. So this must be the right answer. Yeah, that totally changed the map, and I'm in a totally different place. That's crazy. That is definitely crazy. And there's no beating that level, but it may not matter because it seems kind of obvious that there's only one room that opens. So an incredible amount of gating there, quite a problem. Where are we on the map, by the way? Yeah, there's all kinds of copies of the same area. You basically had no chance of success. Now, what could be a problem is if we find out that this is one of those examples of a level where you are going to constantly twist the world around, not so much solve an actual puzzle. Okay. Is there possibly a solution to this? Or are we just going to do the same thing multiple times? I think that's probably what we're going to have to figure out. Is if the multiple transactions are agreeable. Only one of these buttons will allow you to pass. Is what we're being told. 1, 2, 3. Let's think about this. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, and a button. That doesn't feel like that would work either. I am definitely wasting a lot of time trying to do these puzzles. 1, 1, 1. It doesn't feel... If I was to just hit one of those, that doesn't feel like that would be a switch. Let's see what happens if we just stand on a platform for a while. So there must be something we've missed, or something kind of sneaky about this. 2, 3. You can't blow yourself over an edge. That's not something that works. We can't do anything with these explosive things. So unless there's a secret passage hidden somewhere, which there might be, it seems oddly impossible. I should come down and check each one of those just to make sure. 1, 2, 3. It does just kind of feel like you're back to where you were. Still just struggling. And we'll run into this first room. And we may have to just wander through the entirety of the entire map. None of these boxes can be pushed. And I can fall to my death, I guess. And I could double check to see if there's maybe something. Ding ding. Remember, we have the music turned down. I'll have to remind myself to turn it back up. Let's see. Yeah, it seems highly unlikely that the path would change on some other map. It says, most of the dungeon is built around 3 special clocks. None of these puzzles require you to listen to any sound, so look carefully for anything resembling sheet of musical notes. Is that what we're doing here? Is half notes and whole notes? If that was the case, then there has to be some kind of combination. But what would the combination be? I guess we should just try and brute force this. Is there possibly... Oh wait, there is one of these where I can move it around, isn't it? Let's try this one. It's probably the other one, but... Yeah, I forgot the basic of you can move these things around. And because I'd forgotten that basic part of the thing, I couldn't figure it out. But now that I remembered that, if I put that right there, put down the dynamite and stand here, we now have an unlocked door to get to the next area. To the next, what I can only assume is very frustrating area. Candy snake, it has no eyes, yet it can see what's directly in front of it. Some are covered in grass. It appears to be trapped. Their humming... I appear to be trapped. Their humming haunts me. Time flows through the cracks. Are we really just going to straight up have a boss fight? Yeah. Kind of seems like we might... This is some kind of reset place, but you can't teleport from it. Alright, so we have a clock. And over here we've got a maze. What's this? Well, that seems to be a timed thing. See if that blows up. No. Well, if we all of a sudden have a time mechanic in this game, that's gonna be weird, to say the least. To have that just thrown in so late. Okay. But that does seem like that's the case. Let's go ahead back and turn on the audio, since we have been proven to be wrong about the game potentially lying to us. Interesting audio choice. Let's see. Okay. Now that I tapped that item, these blocks don't feel like they have a time on them, though. So it feels like I may have to either find the exact right time, or there's a kind of countdown that happens. Alright, and we're in another area with different music. Another teleportation. Interesting. Do these slide? Yes, they do. Feels like I need a lot more things than just those two to be able to do this room. Interesting. Let's see what else is around here. We could at any point also just decide to not use this. We have like a full computer, or no, it's not a computer, it's a keyboard. Here we have hermit legs, these gangly creatures that lives inside of hollow objects. Some are tougher than others. So, and it's not telling me what I need to play. So, not gonna make it easy on me. We have a clone of me. By the looks of it, a shadow of me. seems to me like it wants me to walk in a certain pattern, starting here and then going here and then doing that. But nothing I seem to do seems to interact with it. Maybe I'm supposed to start here and walk backwards, just copying the pattern on the left that I see. Of course, again, this would be a mess. How is our shadow? How do they walk? They always walk in a counterclockwise circle. So maybe the changing of time changes that. But what is it? Does that in any way equate to a music? A piano? Not really. Here we've got another room. We'll smash this up, and there's a grandfather clock that doesn't seem to show us the time. I'd like to get through this door, but it's locked and I can't take the other way around because of those deadbeats. So that ghost wants to exit. This looks like something that would be a path at some point. These guys are not strong enough to really hassle me as much as I think they probably would have earlier on. Ogler. After their nation fell into dissidence, they mostly fight amongst themselves about which painting is the best. Alright. The Silver Knight knows what time it is. And apparently we've activated a fast travel section, which is great because I think that means I can come over here and refill my health. Yeah, I just don't know why they would have put such an incredibly complicated puzzle at the beginning of this when it wasn't really necessary. So that was the pattern. And then let me guess that the other pattern is that. Or maybe not. Maybe we're just supposed to rotate the pattern and copy it. Yep. It's the same pattern every time. Good to know. Slightly difficult enemies in this room. But I don't think anything that will hassle me too much. Another paintings. But it's not like the paintings are spawn points. That would be a smart idea, honestly, as just another gameplay mechanic that this game could probably benefit from having, is having enemies infinitely spawn. That would be different from the Binding of Isaac, and that would definitely be different from Legend of Zelda, while still adding something instead of just reducing things. Like, Yeah, it's a weird sell to basically make a game like this and try and sell it as the abridged version of the original Legend of Zelda game. Like, I don't know who really wants that. That's not what I think anybody really wants for an adventure experience. Okay. Hyperdusa, a parasitic organism that attaches itself to priceless statues. Oops. We're gonna have to do all of that a second time, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. Or a third time, even. Just need to be careful that I am where I want to be. Okay. This is where we want to be. We want that over in that direction, I think. Then we want that in that direction. Then we want that in that direction. And then we want to be standing here at that point. And just swing and hit. Be careful when polishing the bronze puppets. They are hollow and move around very easily. So we have a silver knight that's all the way to the right, and one that's pointing to the top left, and one that's pointing all the way down. Dead, dead, dead. The word is repeated on every page. It's gotta be important. Bronze puppets, they said. See, do I have to walk around this globe multiple times, or do I have to take a break, or is there no secret at all around it, around running around this globe compared to the other globe? Do I need to stay in the squares directly around it, or do I need to go a specific direction? Kind of feels like nothing's gonna happen. Alright, so we have top left, straight down, and directly to the right as options. Thank you for opening the door for me. I've moved the block in the gardens for you. So apparently that's reset something far in the far distance. And then this clock is facing downward, so only facing downward would that be the solution. Alright, well, let's go over here. Can you spell night or down or anything? Is there any word you can really spell? Let's see. And that symbol, could that in any way mean something? Because I guess you could do this, and I guess maybe you could do this. I guess maybe you could do this. I guess you could do that. we could maybe do this, this, or this, 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 or this, this, this. Up. If I really had to walk between two notes, the odds of me actually succeeding at that are fairly low. So I don't know what that symbol could otherwise mean, though. Let's see. If we did something like this. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense either. See, we can't roll. See if one of these switches actually activates the teleportation. Probably is one that would activate things. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a puzzle to this, isn't there? There's more of a puzzle to this than it seemed. It doesn't seem like any of the solutions help though, so maybe there's a bit more of a combination than makes sense. Let's see. Down, down, up. Well, that gets a couple in the right place. You need just one more. So this guy moves diagonally. So it's whatever they're looking at. Oh, I see. So we need to figure out a way to get this guy to point in a direction that would make them slightly helpful. That's probably not it. If I could move these on a pattern, I could get it to work. That gets a couple. And that gets a few. That doesn't work. Switch that and let's see what happens. These guys are still looking the same direction. This did move the block. Okay. Which didn't let me place this here. So that I could do that. So that I could get a key and save myself some frustration of not using up all the free keys. Where is a locked key room? It's down this direction. And this map seems like we're kind of close towards the end, but I don't know if we really are. Okay. So, if that's the first one, then I'm gonna set the second one as downward. And let's see if we can find the third one. That probably... Nothing's changed here. Was there any other place that we missed? No, but I can see where the 3 clocks are in the map. So, let's see. If the top one's going down, then the one on the right should be pointing towards the left. And then, yeah. Hopefully we'll find another key to get through here. Boy, have we not done anything as far as the main story. It's been 3 or 4 hours of extra gameplay just because I'm obsessive. Like, obsessive on a game that really doesn't deserve that level of obsession. And so we've been doing these puzzles and wasn't really expecting to do this puzzle dungeon ever because it seems fairly impossible, and it frankly was fairly impossible. Okay. May have made a mistake. Let's come back in this direction and see. Diagonal. See, I don't know if this image means something about where the location of the clocks are supposed to be or something else. See, this guy... Oh, no, this guy was diagonal, wasn't he? Oh, so I did make a mistake. Alright, so I need to run all the way back. You can see the rooms are a little too big now when they're having you run around like this. Although this kind of gameplay is actually more appreciated than some of the other kinds of gameplay, because at least you're then having that Legend of Zelda style experience where you're having to wander around and find objects, although we're not really finding too many objects, but figure out the game on its own heading. But in all fairness, most games nowadays don't work based on the concept of something like The Legend of Zelda. They're just not viable by that style of design. Not reasonable. Nobody's gonna play a game that's that frustrating and that doesn't hold your hand. So there's a clock down this direction. We know there's a clock down in this direction. There's a key way at the beginning of the map, which seems insane that there would be a lock way at the bottom of the map, but I guess maybe no, that doesn't make any sense at all. So it feels like the map is kind of glitched. Or there's some other secret passage way down at the bottom of the map. Is there some way to shift around? Most of this dungeon is built around 3 special clocks. None of the puzzles here require you to listen to any sound, so look careful for anything resembling a shoot of musical notes. Oh, we can spell dead. D-E-A-D. D-E-A-D. Yeah, that was written on the paper, I suppose. Yep. And as much as I've complained about the game being too linear, or not linear enough, the gating that has occurred in this dungeon, particularly compared to any of the other dungeons, shows the flaws of that kind of design and concept. The fact that the first part of this dungeon, just to get in it, was kind of impossibly hidden, and then I would have had to found that dead hint. Why is this not moved? I must have put it in the wrong space again. A lot of wandering back and forth to see the right direction. This one is facing far to the right. Dead. This one is facing all the way down. This one is facing all the way to the left. This one's facing all the way to the left. Yes. And then go ahead and set this. What's this lead to? I don't know. But since we're here, let's come down into this room. See how this map says there's a key that was used? A key that was needed to be used on this door? That doesn't make sense. 2, 3. These don't point in a specific direction, so that wouldn't make sense either. Is there any fast travel spot that would let me move forward? No, I don't think so. So unless I'm supposed to walk up, stand on this one, which is facing all the way to the right. Is that the correct place and position? No. How did this get rotated? 1. Okay, so at some point that got pushed in the wrong position. Where's the statues? I was expecting statues in this room. And it does seem like those just block things. So, yeah. Let's go in here and see if anything's changed. No. So we're looking for a bronze statue. I feel like we're gonna probably never even fight that guy. We have a thing here that we really couldn't do anything with. We have a block. Do the blocks get knocked down 2 spots or 1 spot? It probably doesn't matter much, because it's going to be a hard travel path one way or the other. So let's just see if this works. No, it only goes down 2 spots, not 3. So there is something here, and it's trickier than it looks. Here's an interesting thought. What if we were to do this all the way here? Put that on the sand and put that at that point. What was the point of that? It could be done, but did it accomplish anything? No. So we put that here. And maybe you stand there, but if you stood there, it would just be in your way. Really? So, am I supposed to change out the layout of this room with the rotating map? That doesn't seem to make sense. It seems actually very unlikely. Although it does seem like there might be 3 secret rooms to make this skull dungeon. Let's see. Okay. If I could get it here, that'd be interesting. But there's nothing that happens to any of this. Nothing like that. And everything resets, so it's not like the clocks are wrong. Yeah, we're gonna have to give up once again. We're going longer and longer in these episodes. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to think. There's been a lot of noise around here lately. I heard something from the next room. Are you responsible? Right. So it does seem like we have to keep everything pointing the right direction. Oops. This is easy to mess up. So let's go check out the other clocks now. Oops. It seems fairly crazy to have a game designed in such a way. Did you do something? I heard some rumbling in the main hall. It does feel fairly crazy to design a musical puzzle type experience and not really use a musical puzzle at all, and instead create a barrier. I'm doomed. I might as well just jump off the edge. Let's see. I don't think anything changed otherwise. It's also weird to have all the solutions to all the puzzles in one room. I guess we'll have to just make a mad dash to see if... Yeah, let's try not to die. Silver Knights know what time it is. This just teleports. What does this say? Time flows through the cracks. Interesting. Does that mean something, though? And this room was basically nothing. And then, unless this was supposed to be the main hall. Yeah, I don't see anything there except for the creepy mirror, which I don't think I'm supposed to push those statues in that area all the way through the magic mirrors in some way that they would end up back here. So this is the puzzle. Just yet another puzzle. Which maybe I could go turn something off. And maybe this would change something, but I don't think it changes the layout of the room. Really don't. Of course, these requirements haven't changed. Is it possible that I'm not supposed to hit the ones that are lit up? That seems unlikely. If I could just get these two to swap. What if I was to do this? Nothing happens. You can see there's even like a skull face in this design. And does it have to be just the ones that are lit up, or are any of them good? That's another interesting question to ask. So I think what we have to do is I'm gonna have to look up the answer yet again. And we really haven't made any progress because a lot of these items that we even have are just limited because of this puzzle dungeon. We have, I suppose, made a good collection on the cards. It seems like we are missing number 11 and then 23 through 28 and then 30 and 33 and 36 and 40, and there is a secret 41 card that we might get or we might not. Unfortunately, yeah, it just is like another hour. It's ridiculous how much extra time is added. And I again always have to say, I vaguely recall, I feel like that's how the first game in this series played out too, that there was just an incredibly large number of extra things you could do that by the time I was through with the game and had been frustrated with the boss fights being too difficult, which they did thankfully fix in this game, I had no desire to press multiple buttons. I also think in the first game you were pressing multiple buttons at the same time or very fast, and they've kind of slowed that down. But honestly, you could have fixed a lot of the problems with this game if you just gave me a slow down mode. I'm a bad player put it on easy, give me way more delay time on everything. Just run the game at 30 frames per second instead of 60, or run the games at 10 frames per second instead of 60 even, and that would solve a major issue that I'm running into. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.